Welcome to Sports Roundtable. I am your host, Brandon Big B Hickman, and it is time to talk sports. And definitely right now, Coach Holly's in the building, my former co-worker. We worked together at Murray Middle School, but he's doing big things at Hoggard.
Yes,
How you doing, Coach?
Good.
Women's, our varsity women's at Hoggard High School. Last Tuesday, we went to Laney and lost in overtime. Tell me a little bit about that.
It was, we were at home, so it was a tough one to lose.
Mm-hmm.
You hate to lose in your home court, especially during conference season. And, you got to win those games. It was a battle. It was a great game for the fans to see.
Cool.
Definitely went into overtime. We just really didn't execute defensively like we normally do.
Okay.
I think that was the biggest issue for us. We typically we don't give up a lot of points, and that night we just weren't ready to play on the defensive end and didn't have our best, outing.
Right.
Those things happen. Luckily, we get to play them again down the road.
Yeah, it's going down. Speaking of holding folks to points, let's fast forward to Friday, and you win over North Brunswick. The score was 44-15. Major, and it looks like the defense is just really like laser focused. After Tuesday, they got laser focused.
Yeah, we we had a little come to Jesus meeting.
Okay, all
on
right.
Wednesday and Thursday at practice, if you want to say that.
Right.
And we just really, had to get back to our basics of what we do.
Okay.
We're a defensive-minded team, and that's how we win games. And just really getting our younger girls to understand that again and really focus in. So Wednesday and Thursday we had some really good battles at practice. It was very competitive.
Gotcha.
I think the girls were really focused on what we wanted to do, and we discussed that a lot. And it showed on Friday. Holding North Brunswick, they had two girls that averaged 15 a game, and we held them to 15 as a team. So I felt like the defensive effort was definitely much better on Friday than it was on Tuesday.
Right.
We have some great leadership. Our two seniors, Claire Emma Britt and Grace Howell, really stepped up Wednesday and Thursday, and we're providing some great leadership to those younger girls. Good. Same with Isis. She's been with us for 3 years now, and she showed some great leadership as well. So
I want to talk about her. She came up as a last week as high school standout performers. Isis Tresvik last Friday scored 12 points to go along with 5 steals. Just really digging in and playing.
Yeah, she is just a phenomenal athlete. Her basketball skills are maybe not what most people think of as a basketball player, but she's so athletic that she overcomes a lot. She does so many things on the court for us. On the defensive end, getting steals and rebounds and just shutting down players on the defensive end that, her athleticism just shines on the court.
What's amazing today, I think she understands her role.
She does, yeah. She knows that, and she can shoot too, but she knows that she has to be good for us to be good.
Right.
And she knows that, and she's taken that ownership.
Okay.
And she knows, and one of the things we talk to her about a lot is her body language.
Okay.
She knows if she's maybe made a mistake, and you can see it on her face. And so we tell her a lot. Kind of the phrase that Coach All tells her a lot is "fix your face."
Right.
And she knows that. We work through that, but she's a great kid. Has done tremendous things for us, especially this year.
Cool.
In that leadership role.
All right. Now we get tomorrow.
New Hanover at our place.
The game.
Yeah, it is. It's always, that rivalry game is always huge. Doesn't matter who's good, who's bad. It doesn't matter. You throw all that out the door.
I say that all the time.
It's a big game.
Okay.
So we know that, and we're preparing for them.
Okay.
For tomorrow, and Andrea Shuford is a great player for them. She can really score. So and everybody in the league knows that. Right. It's not a secret. So we know that that's our focus. That's what we got to do. We've got to play solid defense as we normally do, and not have any of those lapses like we've had a couple games this year.
Okay.
And do what we do, and hopefully in the end we come out on top.
Hey, Hoggard High School, get ready, Coach Holly. You heard what he said. Get ready. Hoggard versus New Hanover High School at Hoggard. tomorrow. What time does the women's game start?
We start at 6. The
Okay.
JV boys are playing at 4:30. Then we're
Got
at
you.
6, and then the varsity boys at 7:30.
All right.
And then we travel to Topsail on Friday.
Okay.
So it's a big week.
It's just
got a
we
lot.
smack dab in the middle of conference.
It
soon
rolls
it'll be
through.
playoff time.
Next week's exam week, so it's kind of a quiet week next week.
Gotcha.
Only one game next Friday, so that helps.
Okay.
Kind of regroup a little bit and get in some practice time and work
Right.
on some skills and get really tuned up for that last run of conference games.
All right, you heard it here. Hargett Vikings, get on out there tomorrow night, 6 o'clock. The women's varsity is getting ready to go against New Hanover High School. Should be a good game, good rivalry, and I might be in the building too. Keep it locked. We got more Sports Roundtable on the way. It's all brought to you by Papa John's. Welcome back to Sports Roundtable. I am your host, Brandon Big B Hickman, having a great time getting into some conference play. It's basketball season, y'all. Head coach of the men's varsity is Coach Queen. He's in the building for Hargett High School. How you doing?
Doing good. Good to be here again.
Good wins last week. Some things going on. Who did you play Tuesday?
Played Laney on Tuesday.
Okay, because it was a long stretch, right?
Yeah, and then North Brunswick on Friday. Both of them at home. Had two good wins last week. So
Tell us a little about the Laney game.
It was a tough game. First half was very defensive oriented. Neither one of us could score very well in the first half. I think we had an 8-point lead at halftime, and then the second half was a little bit different. The offenses kind of took over in the second half, and both teams scored a lot more in the second half than they did in the first half. But we were able to handle their pressure and did a really good job from the free throw line, and were able to hang on for a good win.
Got you. Now, Friday, defense looks like was laser. That was the key, I think, in Hargett men and women, held North Brunswick to 44.
Yeah, we did a really good job defensively. You're always wondering, you're coming off of a big in-town rivalry win, and you've got another one the following Tuesday, and that game in between, you wonder how your team is going to respond. And we were very focused and very good defensively, and just never allowed them to get into any sort of rhythm.
Let's take a look at it.
Yeah, we've got some highlights from both of those games this week, and had a really good effort. Brady Rankin there making a three got us off to a great start in the Laney game. He finished with 18 points, I think, and he had 14 or 16 of them in the first half. So did a good job. Brady's
Good
more
slicing.
than just a shooter. He obviously is a very good shooter, but has done a really good job of going to the rim as well. Luke Lamport with a really nice baseline jump shot there. Luke's been giving us great minutes on both sides of the ball off the bench. And then Sebastian Hedera did not score in the first half and had 22 in the second half.
Wow.
And it was it was kind of Brady in the first half and then Sebastian in the second half, and a lot of that was we did a good job of attacking the basket. You can see that a lot of these shots are not threes. We were really able to score inside, score in the paint, and we talked about the necessity to do that and to not just be a three-point shooting team. We've got several guys that can make threes, but we've got to be able to do both things. And you see us scoring in a variety of ways, scoring from the three-point line, scoring mid-range, and then also being able to get all the way to the rim. And we had a couple guys in foul trouble. We were able to take advantage of that, but really proud of our guys. And then here's the North Brunswick game, and we got off to a really good start. They started out in the 2-3 zone, and we had 4 different guys make threes in the first 3 minutes of the game, I think. And you saw Brady and Sebastian, and then here's Cam Blanks hitting one, and then we got another basket inside here by Chris Gibbs, who had a really good night for us, had 8 points and 9 rebounds. Really good effort from him. And then here's Jacob Fisher knocking down a 3. And so we, 4 different guys making threes, had a 14-2 lead to start there. And then we're able to, when they went man, to get a lot of stuff in and around the basket. You saw Luke Lamport scoring again there. Here's Cam hitting another 3. But like I said, Chris Gibbs had a really good night. Jackson Massey, you'll see here, making a layup, had a good night inside. And so I feel like we were very balanced.
Right.
We moved the ball really well. We had 18 assists in this game and only 9 turnovers, which is obviously a great ratio. You take that any night. But, just a good win for us. Everybody got to play. 10 guys scored. Just a positive week for us, being able to win those two home games, and hopefully that can continue our momentum as we move forward.
Right.
2 tough games this week. It's just night in, night out in this league. You've got to be ready to play. And it's different every night. Teams provide different challenges to us, and Xavier Murphy right there, big kid off the bench for us. Good to see Xavier getting the scoring column. He played. He got about 10 minutes of playing time in the game, and got contributions from all of our guys. So really proud of him for the way we approached things Friday night.
That's big to have the whole team inside and scoring and playing. That means there's a lot of good things happening.
Yep.
And they're laser focused. Fast forward tomorrow, Tuesday, big game. It's usually a big rival game, and I said it before, and I say it all the time. Football, basketball, it doesn't matter. Cross town, sometimes we have to throw out stats and things when we get to there because it's just a cross town rival, and it's usually a big game.
Yeah. Well, and in this case, both of us are 5-0 in the league, and so. And it's our home game, and so it's really important to defend your home court.
Yes.
Our kids really want to repeat as regular season champions, and so the game tomorrow night is going to be big in terms of putting us in position to be able to do that. And they provide a lot of challenges for us. Their last 2 conference games, they've scored 83 and 89 points. We're giving up 44 a game, so something's got to give right there.
Right.
And so they've got great athletes. They've been shooting the ball very well from 3. They've made in 3 of their last 5 games, they've made double-figure threes.
Right.
So having to defend. Their penetration and also be able to defend their shooters is going to be a big challenge for us.
Do you go in and say, okay, guys, we're going to have practice today, but we're going to watch the film? Does that happen today, or you just
we watched film on Saturday.
Okay.
And we'll probably watch a little bit more today. But we did a lot of film stuff, not a whole lot of on-the-court stuff on Friday. I mean, Saturday, excuse me. And so today will be a little bit more on the court.
Gotcha.
In preparation.
Tuesday goes down. We on Shipyard Boulevard, Coach. We come into this game, Hanover versus Hoggard at Hoggard. Get ready. All my Viking fans, I need you there. We'll be back with more Sports Roundtable, all brought to you by Papa John's. Welcome back to Sports Roundtable. I am your host, Brandon Big B Hickman, and we're talking basketball, of course, smack dab in conference play. So it's exciting right now. I said it last week, it's exciting, but some games are going down. Let's go to New Hampshire High School women's varsity. Coach Sampson's in the building. How you doing?
Doing great. How about yourself?
Good. Long week last week, 3 games.
Yes, sir.
And you got 3 more games coming up this week.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man. So let's go back to last week. You had, who did you have last week?
Tuesday, we traveled down to South Brunswick.
Right. You got South Brunswick.
Yep.
Then you had
Friday night we had Ashley at home. Yes.
And then Saturday you had
Saturday,
Kinston.
yeah, we went down to Kinston.
Tell us, let's
Went
go
up to Kinston.
Up to Kinston, sorry. Let's talk a little bit about South Brunswick. How was that game?
It was a good game.
Okay.
We picked up our first conference win. First half was nip and tuck back and forth.
Okay.
And the second half in the third quarter, we got on a little run there,
Okay.
and we ended up getting that W.
Yeah, that's really big.
It is.
Now, with that in the conference, where are we at as far as New Hanover High Schools in our
We
conference?
are South Brunswick would be 8th. I think we're tied for 6th with
Okay.
West Brunswick.
All right.
And then Topsail and North are above us.
There's some toss-ups going on
There is.
because there's some shake-ups, Topsail laws.
Yes, sir.
So now you got to go. Oh, it's
yeah.
good. All right. So we play Ashley.
Yes, sir. Hosted Ashley Friday night.
Okay.
Great game, great team.
Okay.
You know, anytime Sanaya is on the court, it's a pretty good game.
Yeah, and it's showtime.
It's showtime. You're exactly right. It's showtime.
All right.
But she's got a great support cast around her.
Mm-hmm.
Another young lady, number 20. I can't remember her name, but she played very well. And they had a couple of post players, number 40, and I think 30 was the other young lady, Craig. I think it's her last name, but they both played well.
Going into a game like that, knowing that you have someone of Sanaya's caliber playing, what do you tell your young? Because you have a young team.
Yes, sir.
What do you tell your younger players that when they're going up against something like that, as far as encouragement or hey, just being focused?
Yeah.
And not.
Well, the past 2 seasons, we have really put a lot of focus on her, and
Okay.
just we put our best defender on her,
Okay.
and then we've actually played zone against her a couple of times, just trying
Okay.
to make her shoot the basketball, but
Right.
she shot the basketball Friday night.
Gotcha.
She shot the basketball Friday night.
Right.
But she's a phenomenal athlete. I mean, I was talking to, I heard Coach Falk say the other day, I mean, she's probably going to end up in the WNBA. I mean, she's
Everyone's
good.
saying that.
She's
Everyone's
good.
saying that. That's
Really
big.
good.
And then fast forward, we have a game on. You had a game on Saturday.
Yes, sir.
Against Kinston.
Yes.
Okay.
We traveled up to Kinston, Coach Bradshaw and his girls.
Okay.
That was a tough one.
Gotcha.
That was a tough one. He always has a great team, and from the tip to the last horn, they got after us constantly, and they played really well, and we fed into a lot of the stuff they were doing with some turnovers and things. So
Okay.
they got out of hand pretty quick.
Gotcha. Going forward, how do you come in on Monday and say, okay, get your chin up. It's a whole nother week. We got 3 more games. What do you say to those young ladies going in? Because Tuesday you have a big game.
We go to Hoggard. Yes, sir.
So yeah.
Well, I mean, they understand. Like I said, I think I told you last week, our goal is that 3A side of the bracket.
Gotcha.
So we
Gotcha.
are, hopefully we can sneak away a win here from the county schools and, get the Brunswick and Topsails, and we can make the playoffs again. But we've got to clean up a lot of our basketball and stop making so many mistakes.
Got you. So you go to Hoggard tomorrow.
Go to Hoggard on Tuesday.
Friday, West Brunswick.
Yes, sir.
Conference game, West beat Topsail, so right?
It's going to be a good one.
So it's some toss up there because if you win, you eventually
It's a mix.
fall up in that top 5.
Yes, sir.
Inside of the conference, and then Saturday you go to Pamlico.
Yes, sir. Go to Pamlico.
Now is that a conference game?
No, sir. It's
Okay.
a non-conference game.
Okay.
Coach Angel is from Pamlico.
Okay, got
So
you.
we put that on the schedule, and it's going to be a good game. They came down last year and played in our Brogdon tournament, and they always have a great team.
Got you.
Always have a great team, so it'll be some good experience for our girls going forward.
That's what's up. Get ready. Port City, New Hanover County Schools, big game tomorrow. New Hanover High School versus Hoggard High School at Hoggard. Get on out there. All my Wildcat fans, go check out the game. I know the Vikings fans going to be there because they're defending their home territory. They're going to be on Shipyard Boulevard, but we want to see some good action. Women's varsity starts at 6 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
So get on out to the game starting at 6 o'clock, and maybe you want to stay the entire game. You can watch the women's varsity and the men's varsity. Just some good basketball, and it's a good time.
Yes, sir. it
Right
is.
now for that. And like I said, after that, Friday at West Brunswick.
No, West Brunswick comes to us.
Oh, we at Hanover.
We're at Hanover.
West Brunswick, come on to the house. We're going to be on Market Street on Friday. And then if you want to get on the road, all the Wildcat fans, we're going to take off and go to Pamlico.
Yes, sir.
And hang out there and get some wins back to the city.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you, Coach
Yeah,
Sampson.
thank you, Big B.
We got more of Sports Roundtable on the way, all brought to you by Papa John's. Welcome back to Sports Roundtable. I am your host, Brandon Big B Hickman. We're talking basketball today, this evening, and women's basketball right now. That is the varsity women's team at Ashley High School, Screaming Eagles. Coach Gale's in the building. How you doing, Coach?
Good, how are you?
Undefeated in the conference.
Yes.
How you feeling?
Better than 0-5, right?
Right. Way better.
Feeling good.
Laney Ashley girls both ended the Tuesday unbeaten and came out a different way. It's going to come out a different way. With a 2-game lead over the rest of the field, the Buccaneers are 12-1, 5-0, and you're going to play them 9-4, 5-0 in the conference in Ashley's biggest girls basketball game since its last conference championship in 2014.
Yes.
That's serious.
Yeah.
Lead performer, we all know sometimes, is definitely Sanaya Rivers. Playing against Laney, playing against old teammates. What do you say going into that situation coming up this week?
You know, you just got to focus on, what we do, not who we're playing, and just try to execute our game plan and what we want to achieve and accomplish on the offensive end and defensive end. And, just everybody be there for each other and support each other. And it's, if it gets emotional, we just got to be there and back each other up and help each other out through, any emotions that we're having. If, you kind of have to, not get too high and, and you can't get too low if things are going a little tough. So we just have to have a good balance of emotions.
Definitely playing a game. Let's go backwards just a little bit.
Sure.
Last week, 2 games. What was your game on Tuesday?
Topsail.
Played Topsail.
Yep.
And Topsail lost.
Yep.
So that busts up the conference because they were somewhere in the conference.
They were up there.
Right.
They've been competing with teams and beating some teams. So,
Got you.
that we felt like that was, the way we won too was pretty solid. And one of our seniors, Mia, she had a good game. It was her birthday, so she felt good and hit about 4 threes that night. So
I wanted to talk about her.
Yeah.
Outstanding performer in New Hampshire County last week was Mia Samadre.
Yes.
13.5 points, 3.5 rebounds, 3 steals, added to the actual game last week.
Yeah, she had a great week. Like I said, it started off on her birthday. I think that kind of fueled her a little bit more, and she's a great player. She's a 6-foot guard. She brings a lot of help with ball handling and being able to see over top of the defense, and she sees the floor great, and she shoots the ball well from the outside. And even on Friday night, she was a little flat shooting outside, but you saw her get to the basket and attack the basket a little bit better. So, giving her that kind of confidence to know that she can do both. She doesn't have to rely on her 3-point shot, that she can find other ways to score. That was important for Friday night's game. But she's a huge asset to our team.
Going forward, do you think that's the appropriate size for her going forward if she was to go and play, college ball, anything like that? Do you think that's okay? She's okay being 6 feet?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, she has a great ball handling skills. Like I said, she sees the floor very well. She's probably almost as good or if not better passer than she is scorer. So I think for sure, without a doubt,
Gotcha.
She's definitely a guard in college.
Okay, so we went backwards to go forward.
Sure.
Tuesday at Laney. Right? Or is
at
that
Ashley.
Ashley?
Yep.
Okay. So we're going to be at Halliburton Memorial Parkway.
That's right.
Parkway.
Yeah.
So we'll be at Ashley on this Tuesday, and then Friday
We go to South Brunswick.
To South Brunswick, which is another conference game.
Yes.
2 conference games this week.
Yeah,
which
well,
is good.
we actually have a non-conference game on Wednesday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have 3 games.
We have 3 games this week. Yep.
Major.
Yeah.
That's major, Coach.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
what do you do in this stretch with these games? This many games, you got 2 games, or you're going to have a game back-to-back Tuesday and Wednesday. What do you tell your young ladies? Say, hey, on Tuesday, do you practice on Wednesday before the game, or do you just like, hey, we got a game today, and then we're going to rest and then do another game?
Yeah, no, we if anything, we'll do a little shoot around and just get
Okay.
up some shots in between Tuesday's game and Wednesday. So it's not like it's that far away, so it's not like we have to travel. That's good because Coastal Christian, so it's literally, I think, 2 miles from the school.
Okay.
So it's almost like a home game where, it's not like we're going to be exhausted from Tuesday night and then be on a bus ride or
Right.
anything. So, we'll, when our JVs go and leave to go to Coastal, we'll just shoot at the school for a little bit before we head over there.
I got you. Coach, I'm reading my notes. I'm watching TV. I'm talking in the community, and I keep hearing the same thing. Rivers, they're not even talking about college. They're talking about we're probably going to see it in the WNBA. How was it coaching a player like that?
Oh, it's fun and exciting. Like I said, I think last week is, when your best player is your most unselfish player on the team too. I mean, that's why she's being, one of the top recruits, let alone for her talent, but just who she is as a person.
Okay.
And, that dynamic of being a great teammate, passer, scorer, everything that she offers her will get her far in life, whatever level she plays at, and, as she goes on through her career at the WNBA.
Hey, I'm with it. I see the vision.
Yeah.
Hey, and I want you to see the vision, New Hanover County Schools, and also Screaming Eagles tomorrow. Make sure you're at Ashley High School, 6 o'clock. Women's varsity against EA Laney. It's going to be super serious. The battle, the shootout. I'm going to be there. Hopefully you're there. That wraps up Sports Roundtable. Thank you, Coach. I appreciate you for coming in.
Yeah, thanks.
All brought to you by Papa John. See you in a little bit.